There's a first time for everything, and today is that day. Hello everyone, my name is Nicola Danfield, and welcome to FreeTheSmiles. I'm going to leave a little annotation here, and it's the time that the video itself starts, rather than my rant. The backstory is, I tweeted PJ a question, he answered it, inspired me to make this cool video. Yeah, that's it. That's really it. It's just a long version of that. So this right here, I'm going to put it right there, is the time that the video starts, so feel free to just head over there now to watch it if you don't want to hear me talk. See you later, guys. So, I've got some lovely notes because, you know, it's not easy for me to communicate without notes. So, basically, I posted this on my Wattpad, which I'm not really advertising because it's just somewhere where I put my shit, random shit. It's FreeTheSmiles on Wattpad. I posted a book called Blank, and it's a really short book. It's like 100 and something words. It's 2 chapters. It's not even chapters, but basically it's a short story I wrote after I got some lovely advice from Kick the PJ. I don't want to be one of those people that uses other YouTubers to get views or anything, so the only thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to tweet the video once it's up to PJ. But other than that, there's no mention of it in the title or in the description or anything. I will definitely mention it in the video because you have to watch it to know. But so what I did was if you know PJ, you know he does these videos called Slurp, and they're all different titles and themes. But Slurp is basically, it's a Q&A, right? And in the Q&A he asked, obviously like most YouTubers do, asked for questions from his fans. And being myself, I'm not the kind of person that likes to throw weird and random remarks at YouTubers to try and get myself noticed. If you're going to notice me, I want you to notice me for my creativity, or for my opinions, or for my beliefs, not my weird outbursts. And I guess in the sense that being a fan of a lot of YouTubers, when a YouTuber makes a tweet, someone will post something very sexual and disgusting as the first thing to get noticed, because if you saw something that was just completely disgusting and was weird at the first thing underneath your tweet, you'd probably be like, that, fuck, I don't know, that 21 Pilots trash person, that's I'm using as a username, not I'm calling anyone trash, please don't get me wrong there, but that 21 Pilots trash person is really strange. And then you do it again and they're like, wow, that's the same person from last time, and then they remember you. But it's like, at what cost? It'd be like going up and slapping Johnny Depp in the face every time you saw him. He'd remember who you are for slapping him. And I'm not saying that if you choose to do that, fine, cool, go ahead, your choice. But I'm the kind of person that wants to be noticed for what I do and for being me, not for making weird remarks on the internet. So, I tweeted PJ with the question... nope, wrong ways. I tweeted PJ with the question, what are some tips to making good content on a low budget? Generally curious because I'm not the kind of person that has a lot of money. I don't have a great amount of equipment. The only reason I've got decent videos at the moment is because I'm borrowing a friend's camera because he was an ace friend and let me borrow it. So this kind of really affects me, and I would really like to make some good content to get people with like-minded people, like, engaged, I guess. So it was definitely something I wanted answered, but I was like, there's got to be a million answers to this. There is no way he's going to pick my tweet. But alas, I watched the video. Cringe. Foo. Origins. I'm like, this sounds pretty interesting. I watched the video before and I'm like, it's pretty cool. Watched it. Love Pewds. Amazing in it. Just ace. Just, oh. They finished the cringe Foo montage, and there it was, the fateful day. I fangirled as soon as I heard it. He said my username, and then the question. And I was watching the video, but I wasn't paying enough attention until halfway through the question. I'm like, hold a second. I asked a very similar question, and last time I checked that's my username. Is this my question? And so I went to Twitter to see if maybe he favorited it, liked it, retweeted it. No, I was like, I'm gonna watch it again. And because he doesn't use pictures of the tweets, I was like, well, unless somebody saw my username and my question, I'm pretty sure that's my question. And if they have, I don't care, I still got it answered, so I'm really happy. Anyway, so if you would like to go see it for purposes, you can watch the entire Cringe for Origins video, or you can go to, now I'm gonna do this 100% correct because I don't want to fucking win around, you can go to 235 to 306, that's when he answers my question. And basically, to sum it up, if you don't really feel like watching it, or you don't like PJ, whatever, he said it's basically, if you don't have the money or the budget, it doesn't matter what you film on, focus on the story. The characters, the depth, that is more engaging than having fancy equipment. You can't do anything with props if you don't have a good story. No one's going to want to watch you if you don't have a good story. So basically, focus on the story, because the story is the most important factor, and it really got me thinking about what I could do. And I realised I don't really want to focus too much on using many not weird, but different mediums of art, right? Because I don't have a lot of access. I've only got access to a lot of the Adobe products because of school, and I finished school in November, so there's really no point in getting used to it because bye-bye, it's gone. So I started trying to think of ways I could do it. I'm like, maybe stop motion, claymation, those sort of things, they're pretty cool, but I didn't want it to look unprofessional, although I'm not a professional. I didn't want it to look, because I'm very picky and like a perfectionist with my work. So if it looks too childish or too rough, I'm not going to use it. So I put together this little plan of making a stop motion, kind of, in a sense, with paper and pictures I've drawn and cut out and everything. And so it took me a while. I'll give a bit of backstory before you see it. I got a white picture, just a white background, full screened it on my monitor, stuck a piece of A4 paper on there, and put pieces of paper on both the outside and the underside of the paper, and you get this cool shadow effect, and I thought it was pretty ace. And so basically I wrote this little short story about societal norms called Blank. And Blank's about fitting in and society and what the standards are and that sort of stuff, and you get to watch it in a few minutes anyways. I'm very proud of this video. It's a short thing that took me a couple hours to make, but it's something that I've put a lot of effort in. You can see that I put effort into it. It's not just something I just threw together in 5 minutes. And if you don't like it, that's cool. But as I said in the book that I posted on Wattpad, this is written by Nicola Dangerfield but inspired by Kick the PJ, because without his inspirational tweet, without the video, without the short rant about storyline and plot being more engaging than technology, I probably wouldn't have thought to do something like this. I would have just made singing videos and weird tags that other YouTubers do, and I don't want to necessarily put people down for that, because I think singing videos and tags are really fun to do. I just want to be a bit more creative. I want to be a filmmaker. I think filmmaking is awesome. I don't necessarily want to be a short filmmaker. I just like the idea of being able to put things together into a film and people watch it. And I'm a perfectionist in a lot of my work, especially with digital media. I take a subject to school that's based around that, and I just really enjoy it. This is getting very long, but it's fine. So yeah, so I really put a lot of effort into especially digital work, photoshopping, video making. I'm trying to learn how to use new products rather than the old products, so I don't feel like I'm using the lowest technology I can. I've got to upgrade at some point and not just using the same thing I'm used to. There's a lot of free products out there, so I'm trying new things. And I hope to make some cool things in the future and things to be proud of, because that's who I am. That's the kind of thing I like. And it's not just digital media, I guess, in the sense that I am a big fan and a big believer of arts being a great way to express your opinions and your beliefs and your emotions. And maybe not everyone believes with me, but that's fine, that's my opinion. But I love music. Music is a passion. I've had music in my life, in my entire life. I've loved it. I started playing guitar when I was 11 and I haven't stopped. I'm 17 and I have not stopped, and I picked up the ukulele a couple months ago and I love it. I transferred a bit of my knowledge, googled a few things. I've transposed some of my knowledge over to the keyboard, which I plan and I really hope to learn more of. I know a bit of saxophone, I know a bit of flute, I know a bit of recorder. I sing, and I think it's a great way to just express my emotions. Like, I love the way I can just put my fingers in a different pattern on the fretboard, and I can change from an emotion that's really sad to something that's really happy, and it's just amazing to me. I think it's great. And then there's drama, which I've always been really good at, and I wanted to be an actor, but I've realised acting isn't the easiest career to get into, and it's very disheartening when people tell you you're not going to make it. I've only had one teacher believe that I could actually make it into the acting industry, and it wasn't a teacher, it was a careers teacher, but it was really nice and really supportive for him to push me and be like, it's a hard place to get to. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to pretend that it's easy, but with your passion and your drive and your talent, I think you can do it. And I was really happy with that, and it made me feel really good. Unfortunately, he left the school, so I don't have that motivation anymore. And also, I guess a lot of other people got to me, and I've had to start thinking more realistically. So I've moved on to something that is a bit more feasible in the real world, other than just in art situations. So it's a bit sad to see that go, but yes. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this. This is my very, very short film called Blank. It is written, it is voiced, it is the soundtrack, all the imagery I did myself. I made everything because I'm not the kind of person that likes getting caught out in bad situations where maybe I've used some music that was copyrighted and I can't use it. So go ahead and watch it. I can feel good about it because I made the music with my guitar. I recorded it with a microphone on my computer. I edited it on my computer and I put it onto the thingamabobby thing, and I recorded the voice, and I filmed, I took photos for the stop motion. But most of all, I really hope you get something from the message of the video, because it's not just there as filler. It's something that is supposed to inspire you and make you feel something, just in general. I don't mind if you disagree, but I want you to feel something. The idea behind a lot of my work is to get you thinking, to motivate you to believe in something or take a stand. My work, I'm trying to work on bringing people together, opening people's minds, and creating just this little space where you're free to say your opinions, because I'm not going to judge you. And I know for a fact that even if everyone else in the world judges you and you feel alone, that I'm here with my small little channel and my drawings and my rants about pop culture, and I'm here for anyone and everyone, because I'm not the kind of person that's going to push you away. I'm not saying anyone is, but I don't like seeing people upset. It doesn't matter who they are, doesn't matter what they've done to me. They could literally slaughter my everything and leave me in hospital for 6 years, and I would still help them, because I'm just the kind of person that doesn't like to be a bad person. I want to be a good person. I want to be someone that's helpful. I want to be someone that people trust and feel good about. So yeah, so I've got a brain fart going on in my head right now, so I should really stop before I get onto topics that I don't want to talk about right now, because I'm going to make videos in the future about them. They're going to be cool. Just, you wait. As always, just leave comments in the comments. Jesus. Leave messages in the comments, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything of what you want to see, what you felt about it. Tell me I'm ugly. I don't mind, because probably am. Yes. Enjoy.
When the entire world is the same, why should I be different? More and more people change themselves to be the same, cutting parts off their personality to fit the cookie-cutter shape society expects. 20 tips to make yourself more beautiful, but I'm not ugly. Top 5 must-haves for someone who is anyone, but my fashion sense doesn't determine if I'm real or not. Originality is wrong, but I'm tired. I'm exhausted from keeping up with the celebrities with unrealistic standards of beauty. I'm exhausted from repressing my opinions and beliefs. I'm exhausted from wearing a cosmetic mask day in, day out to be beautiful. When did opinionated turn into problematic? When did unique turn into odd? When did creativity turn into strangeness? Nowadays, likability is unlikable. Sensibility is senseless. Originality is unoriginal. Nowadays, everyone is blank.
Thanks for watching, and this is FreeTheSmiles.